Take a look at this. I mean, this thing is about 80 feet in height. Goes all the way over there. You can see how high it goes. If you're caught by this mobile speed camera, you're going to be opening up that wallet. Even if you go one over, it'll cost you 25 bucks. And the list doesn't end there. If you're caught speeding in a construction zone, then the fines are doubled. Cops were literally walking through this pocket park right here, combing through this grassy area in search for stray bullets. Dirty diaper here, rotting food right there, and then if you take a look over here, you can see this garbage can is overflowing with trash. To give you an idea how bad the storm was earlier, thick pieces of bark like this, they've been flying around like missiles. Well, Jack, the fight happened back over there on 1st and 15th, but right over here is the temporary location for the police substation. As you can imagine, it didn't take very long for police to respond to that since it literally happened outside their front door. Well, you lied to me. You said those cars were not abandoned. They were abandoned. A lot of them don't work, Gary. Gary, just come out here and talk to us. Come on. But turns out the person who ordered the pizza doesn't live here. Held at gunpoint, police say they not only got away with cash, but they took the pizza too. Texting while driving. Let's face it, some of us don't even think twice about it.
We know it can be dangerous, but we do it anyway. But if some lawmakers get their way,
we could be forced to put the phone down. Drivers beware. Cops have a secret weapon cracking down on speeders.
I heard it was in a van.
Police would only say it's an unmarked car. They're not saying where it'll be located.
Right now, you don't know where that camera is going to be.
Their goal is to change driver behavior, especially in school zones. But some folks beg to differ.
No, it's all about money. You know, that's all I think it's about.
I think there's other priorities, you know, but I know the city needs money.
If you're caught by this mobile speed camera, you're going to be opening up that wallet. Even if you go one over, it'll cost you 25 bucks. And the list doesn't end there. If you're caught speeding in a construction zone, then the fines are doubled.
I think it's an invasion of privacy that, you know, they use cameras and that, they can see and they can see what you're doing. And I don't think it's right.
It's not Big Brother watching out for you. It's not anything like that.
I think if they can't come out and do what they're supposed to do, I think they shouldn't put them out.
Police say the mobile cam frees up an additional officer. They're extra eyes on the road.
You know, who's following the rules?
That some drivers surely won't be smiling about. In Cedar Rapids, Chris Jose, CBS 2 News. The Ku Klux Klan, the burning cross, the white hood, the acts of violence. For years, the KKK struck fear in the hearts of non-whites.
So we're hoping to take our country back to what it was originally.
While many think the KKK exists as a symbol of a dark past, this is video filmed within the last year of a KKK rally in Tennessee by Iowan Brother Douglas.
I'm Brother Douglas. I'm the Imperial Wizard of the Fraternal White Knights, one of the fastest growing traditional clans in the USA today.
The man behind the hood is the leader of the Fraternal White Knights. He's in charge of Iowa's KKK revival.
There's so many organizations out there fighting for the rights of anybody but the white man. Who do we got? Nobody. Us. That's it. We got us.
For 26 years, Douglas Sadler has promoted what he calls white power. He compares it to a revolution, a war to win back white America.
I think it's safe to say that you will fight and you will die for what you believe in.
Yes, it will.
You guys are like soldiers.
Yep. And we're here when needed. If the call comes in, like it has in the past, we do what we can.
In secrecy.
A lot of things can be accomplished when people don't know who you are.
Sadler's Knights lurk among us.
Whether they're neighbors, we're their employees, sometimes we're their bosses.
He says his troops are growing in numbers.
We can be invisible, we can be visible. Normally, I would not do interviews.
Sadler agreed to meet with CBS 2 to set the record straight, defend his beliefs. One condition, we don't show his face.
We're not the way people think. We're not out there beating people up, hanging people from trees, whipping them.
Are you telling me the KKK is peaceful?
Yes, we are.
He says the Fraternal White Knights are Christian patriots who are different than other KKK clans.
Brother Doug claims other hate groups tainted their mission.
Basically, we can lay that on the shoulders of these clans that accepted Nazis in as Klansmen, out there shouting Sieg Heil and dropping N bombs and flying swastikas.
Sadler says his group is not like that. They're family-oriented. These pictures he gave us show children at a recent rally.
I know I get a lot of heat, huh? You're proud to be a racist? Well, I wouldn't say racist, I'd call it racialist.
What do you mean by racialist?
A racialist loves his race. I'm not out there promoting hatred of anybody. I would love to have an all-white society would be just fine by me.
And it's because of that
people are starting to wake up and look at us and say, hey, you guys are saying what I believe.
KKK membership is on the rise in Iowa. So we went to Cedar Rapids Civil Rights Commission Director Carl Cassell, a leader in diversity awareness and freedom of equality.
Is it surprising to you that the KKK still exists in Iowa?
No. In all honesty, this is a perfect breeding ground for a place like the KKK, simply because there's a lot of rural towns in Cedar Rapids where people want to stick to what they would call good American values.
According to the Southern Poverty Law Center, this is the KKK presence in eastern Iowa. Members in Mason City, New Hampton, and Cedar Falls. The Fraternal White Knights are headquartered in Charles City, and they claim to have members in bigger eastern Iowa towns, including Waterloo and Cedar Rapids. Sadler says he has nearly 100 enlisted Klansmen in his self-proclaimed secret society. Brother Douglas first joined the Klan when he lived in Florida. He started his own chapter in Iowa when he moved back home years ago.
Douglas wouldn't say where these secret meetings are held. He would only say his clavern is located outside of Charles City. Well, after some digging, we found out Douglas used to live inside this old rundown bank in Caldwell. Where he operates today remains a mystery.
He's going to have to adjust to the real world. If he wants to discover a planet and live there and do some of those things, then that probably is a better option than turning the clock back on America. It's not possible.
They can have their piece of the pie, give us ours, we'll see who does better. Okay, I guarantee it'll be us.
Although Sadler claims his Klan is peaceful, he never rules out the possibility of a bloody rage.
If I'm going to promote the white race, and I'm going to be called a racist anyway, why not go all the way?
Are you a racist?
No. I wouldn't consider myself a racist, no. I love my race. I'd die for my race.
A man desperate to continue Iowa's KKK revival. In Charles City, Chris Jose, CBS 2 News.
They came out of every direction, out of every corner.
The flames are far from died down at this point.
Firefighters arrived within minutes, but the fight is lasting hours. Flames ripped through the entire house. Crews on scene say it's likely a total loss. And while they fought, neighbors watched.
It's pretty awe-inspiring to see.
They came out in bunches from around the corner, from across the street.
Oh, the whole sky was covered, and at that point it was black. Like, it wasn't just like light smoky fog, it was absolutely black.
It was flames that at that point had jumped from one roof to the next roof, and yeah, just both roofs are totally destroyed.
The roof, the siding, the front and back of the house.
Oh my gosh, so high, probably 10 feet in the air. It was ridiculous.
But despite this scene of devastation,
I was so worried that there were people in there.
The tenants inside made it out unharmed. We're told at least 10 live there. The Red Cross is taking care of them tonight. In the meantime, fighting the blaze continues.
I was just in shock at how many people were here and how many fire trucks and how big the flames were. It was really unreal, something I'd never seen before.